This is The Wire for 2200 Zulu, January 2nd, 2024. Precedence is routine. Information cutoff is 2100. Bottom line up front. New Year's, vehicle-borne IED attack strikes Rochester, New York. Iran increases presence patrols in the Red Sea. Beginning with international events, in the Red Sea, Horn of Africa region, diplomatic tensions escalate as an Iranian warship transits into the Red Sea in response to the sinking of Houthi boats. Analysts comment. As Iranian forces become more actively involved in the region, the nomenclature of Iranian vessels will become confusing, as Iranian naval organization is like none other. The IRIS Alborz is classified by Iran to be a frigate, but in international terms is really more characteristic of a destroyer or a guided missile destroyer, depending on the upgrades present on board. This vessel has been in the area for weeks, but has taken a more direct patrolling profile following the escalation of combat operations in theater. It is also important to note that Iran has strategically placed several intelligence collection vessels in the region, who the United States has accused of providing targeting information to Yemen. On the home front, in New York, an attempted vehicle-borne IED attack was conducted at the Kodiak Center in Rochester on New Year's Eve. Details are extremely sketchy, but initial reporting indicates that a man attempted to carry out a possible VBIED attack on the crowd gathered in attendance of a holiday concert at the venue, timing the attack for the end of the concert so as to achieve maximum success. Allegedly, the attacker, who has been identified as Michael Avery, filled a rental vehicle with over a dozen containers of gasoline and attempted to conduct a vehicle ramming attack at the entrance of the theater. An Uber driver, unaware of this plot, was inadvertently involved in a motor vehicle accident with the assailant as he made his attack run, which ignited the gasoline prematurely. FBI Joint Terrorism Task Forces and explosive ordnance disposal personnel have been observed investigating the hotel room where the attacker staged before the attack, suggesting more deliberate planning was involved in this attack. A suicide note was allegedly found at this location. So far, even the casualty count has been difficult to determine, as official statements have not been forthcoming with information. However, piecing together what information is public, 2 people, possibly the people in the Uber vehicle, were killed, and the assailant also reportedly died of burns at a local hospital shortly after the attack. 3 people were also injured in the attack. Analyst comments for this wire. Details regarding the Rochester VBIED attack are few and far between, as local authorities have likely been issued orders to conceal details of the investigation, as it has become a cultural standard to conceal the mere occurrence of terror attacks from the general public. As such, eyewitness reports from locals are really the only sources of information. Much like the Rainbow Bridge incident from a few weeks ago, the official story of which still has many intelligence gaps and is generally dubious in nature, follow-on information will likely not be made public. There are additional details that may indicate that this incident was not isolated and may have involved other crimes in the general vicinity before the attack. However, details are again too unreliable for any concrete links to be made at this time. However, much operational intelligence can be gained from this incident. The attacker chose a soft target comprised of large groups of unarmed people in a location where he knew vehicle barriers would not be emplaced. This event will largely be out of the public consciousness within a week, but heightened situational awareness is recommended moving forward into the new year, especially in public venues that host large gatherings of unarmed people. This concludes The Wire for 2200 Zulu, January 2nd, 2024.